I'm Mallory Corkery. I'm 23 years old. I graduated last year with a PR degree, but now I'm working at Mimi's Cafe as a server, trying to pay those loans off. And this is my Prince Charming.
I'm Steve Carbajal. I'm 28, and I'm a production engineer in Orange County.
And we met officially about a year and a half ago, but we've known about each other for a little bit longer than that. I've gone on a few mission trips with his younger brother.
And my brother sent back some pictures from Thailand, and I saw her face in those, and I was instantly attracted to her, and I knew I wanted to meet her.
So right before I left for Zambia, I went to a birthday party where Steve and I ran into each other and found out I was going to Africa with his brother. So I had two of my really good friends, who are also my bridesmaids, interrogate Paul while we were there, just learn everything we could about Steve. So by the time I got back, I knew I wanted to date him.
And I didn't have a chance.
So we set up a few dates, and then we fell madly in love with each other. And we've dated for about a year.
And I decided to pop the big question on her in the most romantic state in the Union, which is Iowa. And her best friend lives there. We're taking a trip out there. And I didn't know them or hadn't met them ever, so I had to be very sneaky through text messages and Facebook to try to get their help, and they ended up being very good liars. And I was able to do a photo shoot with her friend there and set up a backdrop that said, "Will you marry me?" on it. And I had her help me tear it down and proposed to her, got on one knee, and she was so surprised she didn't even put the ring on. But we got all the cameras and all the shots there, and it turned out really well.
And my favorite part about the proposal was the ring that Steve got me. It's got a little tiara on it, which really captured the essence of my being. That it has the Disney princess fairy tale aspect that I really wanted for our wedding. So it's kind of kicked off all of our planning. Our wedding date right now is April 29th. You asked us if we'd like to change it to April 22nd so that you could film that day. And I asked Steve, what do you think about April 22nd?
Absolutely.
So we planned that that'll be a good date. So for now, we are getting married at Pudding Stone Resort at the Hot Tubs Resort in San Dimas. We picked it because we really wanted an outdoor venue. When I've been thinking about our wedding, I've always wanted to capture that end of the movie where you get the big celebration of the prince and the princess and the entire kingdom comes out to celebrate and the flowers are blooming and the deer dancing and everybody's just really joyful. And so we thought doing it outside would help capture that. When we came to Pudding Stone, it was in our price range, but they only allowed for us to get married during the sunset. I wanted a sunset wedding because at the end of every Disney movie, you've got them going off into the sunset, and I really wanted that. But our wedding now is going to be happening as the sun is setting, so most of it will be in the dark. So we kind of had to skip on the flowers, and we went with lanterns instead. So I went and bought 30 of these IKEA lanterns that were on sale. So we were going to line the aisles with these, and it'll kind of add the sparkle and twinkle that we wanted. They're a little Americana, but we figured they'll work for the price. And then because we couldn't afford flowers really, we decided to have the girls also carry lanterns. So I bought 4 of these, and they're going to walk down the aisle holding these lanterns, and hopefully nothing catches on fire. And our color scheme is blue, black, and silver, which was based on Cinderella's dress. So I had my friend make invitations for us that have the colors. We wanted originally to have them with a wax seal, but we couldn't afford that, so we just went with these. And this is the actual blue that we're using. It's called Cornflower, if you want to look it up. And then we are doing a Unity Sand ceremony. We didn't do candles because we thought they might blow out on the hill, and that wouldn't be a good sign. So we bought these from Michael's, and we're going to use the blue sand, and we still have yet to get silver or pink sand to fill it. And we also decided that we wanted to commemorate our grandparents, so we bought a few of these frames also from IKEA, and we're going to put pictures of our grandparents and our parents of their wedding days so that we have those up. It's important to remember where we came from. And for my wedding dress, this has been kind of a big deal for us. The friend that we got engaged at her house, she's decided to make the wedding dress for me as a gift. And so I kind of have given her some ideas and told her what I wanted. She lives in Iowa, so I haven't seen it yet, but I'll see it in a few weeks, and hopefully it looks great. At this point, whether or not I love it, we're going to wear it because we don't have that much time to work with it. I decided to wear these flats. They're Crocs, but they're light and they're comfortable, and because we're getting married on the grass, I didn't want a heel to get stuck in the grass, so I went with these. And they're silver, so they mix with our color scheme. And the last thing I have for the wedding is these garters that we bought from Michael's, and they're blue, so that worked too. And our wedding's right now at 7:30, so it's going to be dark. We decided to buy 100 of these blue fleece blankets, also from IKEA, because we love IKEA. And hopefully this will help keep our guests warm and that they share, since we only have 100 and we have 250 guests. So I'm going to introduce you to my maid of honor, Leah.
Hi!
She's going to share a little bit about the wedding and how she's involved.
Yeah, so I'm wearing the bridesmaids' dresses, and actually 2 of us are wearing this dress, and 2 of us are wearing the strapless dresses. And I think we picked this dress because it made all the bridesmaids happy, and Mallory was trying to be really thoughtful and let us all kind of get dresses that we thought maybe we could wear again, so that's why we went with black, but we're going to actually have blue sashes tied around too to incorporate the blue. But as you can see, this is a very kind of businessy dress, and I'm not sure if it's very fairy tale, but Mallory was trying to be nice to us and let us all wear something that we could maybe wear to work or something like that. So I think it's a nice dress, but we could maybe do a little bit better for fairy tale. And I've been kind of involved in all different kinds of stuff with the wedding, helping Mallory decide stuff and decide on the bridesmaid dresses and what we're going to do for the showers, and getting together at Panera once a week or so to rant about the wedding and talk about stuff. And it's been really fun. And
we've known each other since we were 5, so I think
way back.
I think we get along pretty well. So
yeah,
I'm really excited to have Leah part of this day. She's been there for the first kiss, the first wedding, or not the first wedding. Let's cut that part.
This is the only wedding.
The first kiss, the first dance, the first day of school. Leah's been there, so it's really exciting to have her part of the day.
Yeah, and I just love Mallory so much, and I'm really glad that we get to be here and be a part of her wedding and her special day, and maybe we can make it more special. So that's what we're hoping.
All right, thank you, David. All right, so this is our reception venue. It's on the corner of Holt and Gary in Pomona at Pomona First Baptist Church. I've been a member here for my entire life, so they've allowed us to use this space for free. It is outdoors, which is what I wanted, but it's not romantic and intimate like I wanted. But we were able to get tables and chairs for free. We have enough for 100 guests. We have 250 people, so we're hoping that no one notices. We're also going to line the tables with the lanterns that we used from the ceremony. We don't have any linens, but we figured it was night and it was short, so it might be okay. We couldn't afford to serve dinner to everybody, so we're doing a dessert bar. And we are going to have a styrofoam fondant cake that a friend of mine is going to make. And these are going to be our cake toppers that we've had probably since 1991. And we're just going to use these because they're in our color scheme and they are a fairy tale story. And we're also going to just serve sheet cake from Costco because it's tasty and it's affordable. We are allowed to do one dance, so we're going to do our dance over on the stage, and we're going to do a toast and have dessert, and that's going to be the extent. We're not allowed to do dancing or drinking because it's at the church, but that actually worked out okay because it really wasn't in our budget. Steve and I are a little disappointed in the way that our wedding is going. There were 3 things that I really wanted, and that was to have spiral evergreen trees that were gonna kind of make the magical and whimsy part of the fairy tale wedding. I see them all the time at Disneyland, and I thought that'd be a nice touch. I wanted twinkle lights, and we're not having twinkle lights because we couldn't afford them, so we're borrowing white lights and hope that they all work. We also only have 3 plugs here, so we hope that doesn't start any fires or anything. And I really wanted to have the romantic, intimate setting, and because we're on a busy corner, I don't think we're going to be able to achieve that, but it'll be still outdoors. And there's 3 things that Steve wanted to have.
I wanted to serve a meal to everybody and provide food. I also wanted to have dancing everywhere and be more of a celebration, and I really want to have drinking so everybody would go do the dancing.
But we've had to cut all of those too. But if we could have our dream wedding that didn't have a price tag, there would be lots of celebration, lots of flowers and blooming and light and sun, and it would be just a really joyful thing. And that end of the movie where they go off into the sunset, we would have that, and everybody just would really be in that fantasy world that we want to recreate, and unfortunately we haven't been able to. We've been a little stressed out just because of the coordination of all the people that are doing favors for us. Thank you. And but I think it'll be okay, because at the end of the day we'll still be married and we'll be able to determine our happily ever after.
I don't want to break your dolls.